The phone vibrated while the house slept. One vibration, then another. I was halfway through lacing my boots for morning PT, muscle memory doing the work while my mind drifted somewhere neutral. Discipline requires that. Distance. The vibration cut through it.
A message preview glowed on the screen. Her name. No emojis, no softness, just text. I didn't open it yet. I stood there, one boot on, one off, listening to the quiet, the dog's slow breathing by the door, my daughter's faint snore down the hall, the ordinary sounds of a life I thought I knew. Then I opened the message. A voice note. I pressed play. Her voice was sharp, unfiltered, drunk on confidence. "You're a stupid Marine," she said, laughing. "While you were playing war games, my lover was inside me every night. I don't care about you, your daughter, or your dog." There was a pause. Breathing. The sound of ice in a glass. Something in my chest went very still. I smiled. Not because it was funny, because clarity feels like relief when you've been blind for too long. I tapped the screen. "Recording in progress," I said aloud, softly, to no one. And the war finally began. I didn't confront her. That's what she expected. Anger, noise, a raised voice to justify her own cruelty. Instead, I watched. I watched how she avoided my eyes at breakfast, how her phone never left her hand, how she suddenly despised everything about me, the uniform, the discipline, the silence. Contempt is always louder than guilt. At night, she turned away from me in bed, body stiff with rehearsed disinterest. I lay there, staring at the ceiling, cataloging memories like evidence photos, the missed anniversaries, the unexplained girls' nights, the way she flinched when our daughter hugged her too long. I told myself stories at first. Deployment stress, distance, people change. Lies we tell ourselves are the most convincing. But something darker threaded through it all. Precision, planning. She wasn't drifting away. She was already gone. I began to replay the voice note in my head, her words, the way she said my daughter like an inconvenience, the dog like trash. That's when denial died, not with a scream, with a quiet click. I became methodical. Phones leave shadows, bills leave trails, people leave patterns. I pulled records while she slept, call logs disguised as work numbers, a second cloud account she forgot to log out of on the tablet my daughter used for school, photos, hotel mirrors, hands I didn't recognize on skin I once thought was mine. I never confronted her. I kissed her forehead before work. I made dinner. I listened while she complained about her day, about how lonely she felt. Inside, I was taking notes, dates, times, names. I requested my own phone records, matched locations, cross-referenced with my training schedule. She had chosen her moments carefully. I scheduled a paternity test without telling her, not because I doubted my daughter, because I needed everything documented, every truth verified, every angle covered. The results came back clean. Relief didn't make me softer, it made me colder. I consulted a lawyer, quietly, efficiently. I handed over a folder that was already thick. He didn't ask many questions. He didn't need to. The truth arrived on a Tuesday, an email confirmation from a hotel chain she swore she'd never stayed at. I printed it. That night, I set the paper on the kitchen table between us. No words, just slid it forward. She stared at it, then at me. Her face collapsed inward like a building realizing its supports were gone. "I can explain," she said. I nodded once. "I know," I replied. That unnerved her more than shouting ever could. She cried, she accused, she begged. She tried to reframe herself as misunderstood, lonely, damaged. I listened, not because I cared, because I wanted her to finish digging. When she ran out of words, I stood up. "I've already filed," I said. "You should get a lawyer." Her mouth opened. Nothing came out. Court was quieter than she expected. She wore innocence like a costume, voice trembling as she spoke about my absence, my emotional unavailability. She cried on cue, pointed at me like I was the weapon. I didn't react. When it was my turn, my lawyer played the audio. Her voice filled the room. Clear, unedited, cruel. "You're a stupid Marine." Her head snapped up. I watched her world fall apart in real time. The judge's eyes hardened. The room shifted. Her story collapsed under the weight of her own words. She babbled then, contradicted herself, claimed manipulation, claimed misunderstanding. I just watched. Now the house is quiet again, but it's a different kind of quiet. She's gone. The dog sleeps by my feet. My daughter laughs more now, lighter, like she can breathe. I don't feel victorious. I feel finished. Some wars aren't about winning. They're about exposure. And once the truth is seen, there's nothing left to fight for. I didn't destroy her. I just let her hear herself, and that was enough.